screens product versus the black technology versus white screens. So we got to do half and half on this. Make sure I got my stand here. Got it up a little higher up this time. There we go. So you can see a little better there. Let's see where I got to bring this down at. I think that's good right there. Adjust that. Having a ball with this stand. The stand is actually fantastic. Best investment. All right, so we got to paint half. We got to do half of this frame. One half is going to be white. One half is going to be the other part. Okay, and we're going to be using these outside for demonstrations. Okay, we'll start about right here. Now we're doing this because, as I said before, I got a couple of some contracts I'm going to be doing involving outdoor projection screen setups with some big companies involving venue projectors. They want to see the difference between a gray mix, which is a digital crystal screen paint, white screen, and the dark technology, which we have behind us on another 150-inch screen. So I got to do half and half on this. So one half of this is going to be digital crystal screen paint here. And the other one is going to be some white paint. Now, later on, like I said, we're going to be doing some demonstrations with white paint. I'm ordering another white screen. And we got to do another screen from scratch. We got to build the screen here, tape it up. So I can show you, because usually when I do these demonstrations, the screen's already splattered in paint. And that pretty much is not going to help out anybody's going to be building this thing from scratch. So we're going to do a wooden frame screen by scratch. We did a few of those. But we're going to do a fixed frame screen, put it all together right here on the floor, which I like the camera set up here. And then paint it and be done with it, have it outside, inside, whatever, just to show you how easy to assemble a frame and use our products on fixed frame screens. And we'll do a few motorizes. All right, so let's begin. We're going to be painting this side right here with the gray, or we may do, let me see, which one part's going to be better on camera? Let me make sure I got the whole screen in there. I got to get one of those lenses that you put on your phone, give that wide angle. I think we cover it. So I think we're going to do the far end on that side. All right, so I made a gallon of my digital crystal screen paint. And I got my roller. Where's my roller at to begin with? Where is the freaking rollers? Right here, okay. Make sure these are dried out quite nicely. Let me see. Any of the rags down here, Mr. Bird? Not one. Not one. All right. I gotta get one of my rags. I gotta dry out this roller a little better. It's too wet. So I figured I want to measure. We're going to do a 235.1. I'm trying to figure out where we're going to hang this thing at. We're literally going to have to build a platform to hang the screen because it's not going to get the effect off under the deck. I want this thing to look pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build me a platform. Like imagine a small deck the size of a 235.1 that has the poles coming out from the back of it that will allow me to hang the front of the screen up, like give it that kind of invisible effect. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have to build it. And I'm so glad, man, I can go back. The anxiety attacks, I'm not having any more at Home Depot. I felt so relaxed in the lumber department, man. I'm in that section right there. I'm a whole nother person, man. All kinds of ideas come to my head. I can design. Ooh, you know, we got to make a flight simulator for outside too. A flight simulator would be pretty cool. Oh man, I can't wait. Right now I got to get somebody to get the wood. I'm going to have the guy next door. He does woodwork. I wonder if he'll take some of that wood off my hands because I don't need any of that out there. If you can take that from me, I can get that whole yard to play in. And I got to contact somebody, the guy next door over there. He was doing some wood removal. Maybe I can pay him to get rid of the stump. And as for my squirrel sanctuary, it'll still be there, trust me. I got to work on that next year. We'll work on that. I'm going to put some closed cameras in there, hook it up to a server. I got some nature lovers out there that want to see my squirrels and stuff, and hawks and other creatures that come to my yard. So we're going to hook all that up for that too. So we got some interesting projects to work on. I actually had a couple of red-tailed hawks laying in my yard a few times. They didn't kill anything. They just came in and ate and left. All right, so let's get the roller started. Start the madness. Start the madness with Gladys. All right, we're using the same roller we used for the last couple of screens. This is what we're using right here. All right. Now with me, you know how I roll. I just throw it in the middle of the screen. Don't care. Now, just so you know, we will have this outside today. If I'm painting this now, it's going outside today. Now, mind you, if you're doing fabric, keep in mind, as I always said, if you're doing a fabric screen, we'll do a fabric screen from scratch, so you see how it's done. When you do a fabric screen, you want to make sure you put 2 coats of any kind of paint on. It doesn't make a difference. I don't care what it is. It can be blue, green, purple, polka dot, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. What you want to do is you want to make sure the surface is saturated. You want to make sure you put your first coat on, let it dry, put your second, let it dry. The reason why is because it's a fabric screen. It's going to absorb the paint, and we don't want uneven spots. You want it to be even all the way across. So you want to absorb as much paint as possible. So we do it with 2. So as you've seen with the giant screens outside. If you never saw the giant 150-inch screens outside, I'll display a couple of links onto that. So that's what you want to do. Once it dries, you coat it over with our stuff. Now, if you're going to be painting this on your driveway or somewhere where you don't want to jack it up, make sure you have plastic underneath of it. Make sure you put a brick on each end. Overlap the plastic so it's larger than the screen. Put a brick on each end, because the last thing you want is for wind to kick up, pick up the dirt from the driveway, and roll it right back onto your screen. You don't want that mess. So make sure you got a brick on each end, or if you're doing this inside, but you make sure the plastic's at the bottom, because this is going to seep through and it's going to hit your driveway or anything else that's going underneath of it. That's what to worry about it. This has multiple coats on it, so it's not going anywhere already. Now, the fastest way to dry it, the grommets on the side of the screen, what you want to do is get a rope or twist tie. Doesn't make a difference. Tie it to the handle of your fan. That's going to cause an airflow to blow under the screen at the same time at the top, and that's going to dry your screen from the bottom to the top with no problem at all. I learned that, like, little tricks here and there. You can put one on each side if you want, to tell you the truth. Get a $20 box fan. That's it. Now when I do the one by scratch, I'm going to show you a little method. Keep in mind, the screen will fight you when you first do it, okay? You put the first application on, it's going to be like rolling over rice paper. It's going to fight you. So what you want to do is you want to start with your paint in the middle, and you want to push out, push out, push out. Do not roll back in, because you roll back in, the material will stick to your roller and come in with you. So you want to basically push out, push out, push out, push out, push out. We'll do one here and I'll show you. We'll do like a 100-inch one, a small one, and we'll show you how the proper way to do it. And after that, once you get that first coat and it dries, you can paint it any way you want, any different direction. Doesn't make a difference, because it will have some stiffness to it. But till then, it's going to be a little bit floppy and loose. So, how dare you attack me? How dare you? I just bumped into my freaking whatchamacallit, one of my screens. So you can't see this part. I gotta give me a tighter roller. This roller keeps kind of loose. Tighter, thick, my roller. All right. Just more paint. Yeah. Trying to grab the stick and it's not working. I'm done, but this is so relaxing. I like painting, I do. I really like to paint. Painting for me is really, really relaxing. I get done painting this, I'll go upstairs and I watch videos of people painting. Like I really like to paint. I can watch somebody, like I said, it's really relaxing. I love to paint. Like I tell people, man, I have people who get my friends who move in, they get a new place, and I'll be like, you painting? They be like, yep. I'll be over. Yeah, I paint the whole entire house, man. I paint, it's relaxing. And I'll sit back when I get done this and watch videos of people painting houses. I don't care what it is. It could be outdoor deck, it could be staining, whatever it is. I like to watch paint. I literally like to watch paint dry. I love it. So we're done. We're already done already. I'm just enjoying myself. That's all. We're done. Just having some fun enjoying myself. That's all. Now, let me show you. I told you I worked with green screen paints for a very long time before I started working with dark technology. And did you know that certain blacks and products, certain blacks when it comes to certain, like you may have a version that may be domino or different ones they have called night or different ones react differently to white paint. Did you know that? Yep, they do. They react differently to white paint. So some can give off a bit of a silver look to them, even though there's no silver in it whatsoever. Depends on what color tone of black you buy to mix with the whatchamacallit. Now you might think, oh, Ken, you're absolutely just babbling, you're insane. But again, you should know by now, if Mr. Bird tells you something, Mr. Bird will back it up. If you look at this screen, you would think it was silver. It's not silver, it's gray. It's the black paint that I used to get this color. All I did was just mix black and white paint together to make it. That's it. But it's a certain kind of black that triggers the white to have that kind of effect. Yeah. I'll put the ingredients up today. It's very simple. It's very, very easy. You want to keep it light. You don't want to put too much in, but it's very easy. This is some of the stuff that we experimented. When I had my company under Digital One, there were so many ways we experimented with products. Gray and black and white products. And this is going to come up. We're going to use this right here. Now, this is what we're going to be using because, like I said, from the demonstrations, we're being requested by companies. These companies, they want to know the difference, and they want to see it on a much larger scale. Now, we have our black screen already here. That's my black one right there. This one's already done. It's been done. That's the one that was outside. But we might as well get something out of this. And I got that huge, long gate out there. Might as well utilize it for something. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back in. We're going to paint the other side white. So let me get the rollers washed out, put the fan on, and then I'll be back on. We're done already. All right, so let me see where I need to go. Actually, I need to strip this off because we need to take the tape and push it back so we can get it evenly across. That's what we need to do. Because what we're going to do is we're going to, get away from my screen. What we're going to do is we're going to take the tape, push it back to where the gray is at, and repeat over. So that way we don't have a strip of black in the middle of the screen. All right, well, that's basically about it. We're done. When all this is dry, you watch me do the processing time. When all of it's dry, then we'll come back in and we'll, I see we still got our angry people in here. Let's get them out of the way. There we go. Bye-bye. All right, when all is dry, then we'll go in and we'll finish off the other side, get that to dry, and then we'll be outside today to display both screens. We're going to use 2 projectors in this demonstration. So one projector, we're going to actually on this side, we're going to use 1080p at 5,000 lumens, and on the black screen, we're only going to use 720p at 4,000 lumens. We're going to do a side-by-side setup outside. That's why I need that log, where the logs are at, I need that removed, all that out of there. So I can at least have that one side to play at. So we're going to be on the side of the house, to tell you the truth, honestly. All right, people. I'll check you out later. God bless.